So you want to teach your child to read early, right? Or maybe you just want to know how ready your child is for kindergarten. Okay, let's go over the early literacy skills that your child should have before embarking into learning to read. And at the end of the video, we will also give you some tips on how you can help your child develop these pre-reading skills. And actually, we will reveal how you can take this process a step further. So let's begin. First of all, your child must be able to tell that letters are letters, that they mix together to form words, and that those words form sentences that have actual meaning. This concept is called print awareness. Children with print awareness also know how text is organized and that we read left to right and top to bottom. The second pre-reading skill is called phonemic awareness. Phonemic awareness is a key skill when learning to read. In short, phonemic awareness is the ability to hear and identify the individual sounds, called phonemes, that make up words. For example, the word cat is formed by the individual sounds k, a, t. It is crucial that you encourage phonemic awareness at home by playing with the sounds. More tips on that at the end of the video. Also, your child should recognize at least some letters of the alphabet. This pre-reading skill is letter recognition. We would go a step further and say that ideally your child should also know the sounds those letters make. This is very important. Do not only focus on teaching the letters' names, but also the sounds those letters make. Say A is for apple and makes the sound A. This is a common mistake that parents and even educators make. So let's go over some tips on how to encourage these pre-reading skills at home in the right way. In this channel, we're all about teaching children to read in the right way. We're not sure if you knew about this, but there is plenty of discussion on whether it's better to teach children to read using whole word programs or methods based on phonics. But over and over, it has been found that phonics and phonemic awareness produces superior results than whole language programs. There is also some debate on whether to teach your child only letter names or only the sounds which the letters represent. However, studies have found that teaching a child alphabet names and sounds together produces the best results. Moreover, these studies show that there is little value in teaching preschoolers letter forms or letter sounds separately. Okay, let's go over now some tips on how to encourage these pre-reading skills that we talk about. The first one is print awareness. Your goal is for your child to be able to hold a book correctly, to understand that books are read left to right and top to bottom, and that print of books can be decoded into words and sentences. The foundation of all other literacy learning builds upon this knowledge. So when you're reading to your child, use your index finger to point to the words that you're reading. It is useful to read books with easy-to-read, large print. If your child is playing with books and he or she is holding them upside down, correct the position. You can also make signs for the doors in the house. For example, Am's room or Lucas and Abby's room. Children who struggle with print awareness skills are more likely to struggle with learning to read. The second skill that we talked about is phonemic awareness. Our favorite strategy for this is mixing word segmenting and oral blending when reading bedtime story. It sounds complicated, but it really isn't. Say you're reading a nursery rhyme. Instead of reading all straight through the rhyme, simply make an effort to separate the first letter sounds from the words. Instead of reading Jack and Jill went up the hill, you read Jack and Jill went up the hill. Another strategy that you can use is taking words from your everyday life and mix up oral blending. We can't stress enough how important phonemic awareness is. Children's ability to recognize and manipulate phonemes strongly correlates with their reading success through to the end of their schooling. If you're interested in knowing more about phonemic awareness, we created a whole video on how to develop phonemic awareness in children. Click on the link above. Also, remember that when teaching your child the alphabet, instead of simply teaching them the name of the alphabet, such as this is the letter A, teach them like this. This is the letter A, and the letter A makes the A sound. Normally, you start with the letters in their names and letters that mean something to them. If you want to take all of this a step further, we recommend checking early literacy programs. They involve a certain level of commitment, around 10 to 15 minutes a day, but they are an extraordinary tool. But not all of them are created equally. We strongly recommend programs based on phonics and phonemic awareness. To save you time, you can actually check our favorite ones on the video description. Also, we have left you a link to download super effective free activity worksheets based on phonemic awareness. If you found value on this video, please, we would really appreciate if you could give it a like. And if you like this type of content, consider subscribing to this channel and turning the notifications on by hitting on the bell icon. This way, you will be notified when we publish new videos.